¿Qué onda, gente? ¿Cómo están? Espero que estén muy, pero muy bien. Video corto para ver al nuevo Brawl Talk que se acaba de lanzar hace nada, minutos. No pude verlo en vivo como me hubiera gustado porque tuve que salir a comprar, pero nada, mejor tarde que nunca. No spoilé nada, solamente sé lo que todos sabemos: nuevos Brawlers, posiblemente Goofy, eventos, colaboraciones y todo lo demás. Así que vamos, no perdamos tiempo.
New Brawl Dog! Naughty, Kenji and Kaz's baby, and Wendy, an engineer
Nori y Wendy, ya tenemos los dos Brawlers de los meses que
trying
vienen.
to save the planet's nation.
No,
Una ingeniera.
you are always doing the same brawl talk over and over again. I'll teach you how to do it right. These are the most ambitious seasons we've ever had.
¿Cómo? Dos temporadas interconectadas. 9 semanas llenas de eventos. Casi dos
Connected
meses,
seasons,
boludo.
9 eventful weeks, and a story that might change a brawler forever. Brawl talk へようこそ。Now,
O sea que vamos a tener 2 meses de un mismo evento, pero combinados, ¿no? Qué interesante.
Hi.
Think there's something wrong with my noodles?
Oh, no, son radioactivos. Ah, la
The
mierda.
future is different.
Danny from the future is right. His update is going to feel different. We are trying a new content concept where everything around the next 2 seasons will be connected. So brawlers, skins, new powers, rewards, and
Yes.
game modes will all be part of the same story. We are calling this story the Ramen Rebellion. Every week, something different will appear in the game, all linked to the progressive story told throughout the season. And
Okay.
one detail from the story could change based on what the community chooses.
So let's start with the first part of the Ramen Rebellion. A new
A ver.
modern shop has just opened in front of Kenji's sushi restaurant, and there's
Es bastante sospechoso. Y morado.
something very shady and purple about this place.
And they are responsible for producing the nano noodle, which quickly becomes the hottest spot in
Okay.
Star Park. The problem is that once brawlers eat them, they get some weird powers.
Ya empezamos
the
con los
nano
poderes
powers.
raros.
Nano powers are the new power-ups released during the season. Once a brawler gets a nano power, they will unlock 3 power-ups for you to choose. In a match, you see 2 random options, and you have to select which one to activate. They can affect any attribute of your brawler, like their main attack, speed, super, and so on.
You can get
A la
these nano
mierda,
powers
no.
from nano drops. They are available in daily wins, mega quests, boss fights, quests, and other special game modes. Each nano drop gives resources
Ok, obviamente estos nanopoderes son en lo que dura el evento. O sea, no es algo permanente, ¿no? Como en cada evento que venimos viendo este último tiempo.
and cosmetics,
Como
and a
los sushi
chance
y
of
demás.
getting the new skins of the season. Every nano drop guarantees at least 1 nano power per drop, but you can also get lucky and get 9 in 1 drop. And each nano drop fills up a nanometer, which gives you more rewards the more you get. Collect 150 nano drops and you'll be
Está re buena, boludo. Fighting Berry.
guaranteed to earn all the skins
No, mira la de.
of the season. It is possible
Mira lo que es la de Tiki, boludo, está buenísima. ¿Tara también? ¿Shelly?
to get the skins for free, but you gotta collect all the nano drops from all their
Mira la de Jason. De Jason le sacaron la cara directamente.
sources.
to be able to create something meaningful, you must seek inspiration.
Like this?
¿Será un lanzador el hijo de Kenshi?
Nori is the newest legendary brawler, and he's Kenji and
legendario.
Haz's child. To date, he's the first brawler who was actually born in Star Park, giving
serio?
him
Mira.
unusual powers.
His attacks are a bit more complex than Kenji's, but not as much as Kaz. He uses the fishing rod as a weapon, and his main attack has 3 different mechanics. If you just
Oh.
attack, he'll do a fishing rod slash. If you aim a little longer, he will throw a projectile that slashes through the target or pulls him towards a wall. And if you fully charge it, you can even jump over walls.
Every time he hits an enemy brawler with his main attack, he catches a fish. These fishes are then used on his super attack, which makes Nori dive into water and do an area attack after a short delay. The more fish Nori has collected, the bigger and stronger his super attack will be. Nori will be released in July.
Julio, ya el mes que
Cooking
viene.
requires years of practice.
Chat RT, cook me something delicious.
O sea, es una combinación de Kenshi y Case, básicamente, como dijo ahí. Tiene el ataque cercano de Kenshi, tiene el ataque a distancia de Case. Y pues ya después su parte, la que es la de los peces y demás, que aumenta el daño. Está interesante. O sea, tiene bien merecido el rango legendario, pero bueno, eso no quita el hecho de que es una mezcla de habilidades y no es nada nuevo más allá de los pescaditos.
The skins this season have two themes, more traditionalist themed and modern cyberpunky vibes. In the Brawl Pass, we have Master Miko, a master in the ways of traditional cooking. Fire Master Miko is one of his chroma variants, and Earth Master Miko
Ya era hora de una skin nueva para Miko.
is the other chroma. And finally, the king of karaoke is getting a skin. Cyberpunk Jae Young is the second skin in the...
Yo hubiera preferido la de Tick, boludo. Porque ya me estoy viendo conseguirlo a Tick por medio de los drops. Ya me estoy viendo yo.
Brawl
bueno,
Pass,
la
he
skin
looks
igual,
like
qué sé
a
yo.
modern bad boy and also has two chroma
Le agrega algo más de personalidad.
variations, Nano Jae Young and Chum Jae Young. You can get both skins by getting the Brawl Pass Plus.
As for the traditional side of the skins, we have Takoyaki, inspired by the Japanese takoyaki
hermosa,
dish,
boludo.
and Fighter Berry, which is not food
También
inspired,
está
just a
muy buena.
kick-ass yokai unicorn.
Now the futuristic one, starting with Cyber Shelly. It's Shelly's first legendary skin, and Tech
Ah,
Tower,
mira.
one more for our collection of cyberpunk skins.
And also affected by the Nano Noodles, Nori.
Okay, enough of nano cyberpunk noodles.
We need a detox drink.
Looks a bit too healthy.
Bueno, perdón el corte, pasa que mientras estoy grabando esto también estoy cocinando, así que no me gustaría que se queme la comida, ¿no? Vamos de vuelta, ¿no?
Looks a bit too healthy.
Oh no, he's becoming a vegan.
Now,
Venga.
the second part of the Ramen Rebellion
A
story
ver, segunda
happens in the
parte.
Windstock season. Trying to get rid of all the toxic technology, we have Wendy,
Esto es lo que se
Windstock
vendió en agosto,
skins, and a
seguro.
different take on the Nano Noodle power-up.
Ah, la
First, we
mierda.
have smoothies. They are very similar to the Nano Drops, so they will give you resources and the chance to get the Windstock skins.
Me gusta porque mira la cantidad de brawlers que están recibiendo skins, boludo. Brawlers hasta olvidados, mira qué lindo, boludo.
However, they will give you fusion instead of nano powers.
Okay, stay with me. This is a bit confusing. Fusions fuse two of your nano powers together. So instead of having to pick one before the match, you'll get two of them randomly. And their power...
Ahora parece muy complicado, pero una vez en práctica, cuando lo estemos jugando va a ser más... se va a entender mejor todo, porque vamos a estar jugando, vamos a estar averiguando y qué onda, porque acá explicado medio confuso, más si es la primera vez que sale este evento.
powers combined, like if they were fusion.
And
Mira
don't
ese
forget
daño,
the
boludo,
smoothie
qué
meter.
asqueroso.
The more smoothies you drink, the more rewards you get. And if you get enough smoothies throughout the season, you will get all the skins
Mira, ahí está el nuevo... bueno, no, o sea, este es Sprout, pero no el rediseño todavía. Pero ya le he sacado una skin, mira. Está más redondito, ¿no?
of the Windstock set.
Whoa, speaking of skins.
Windstock skin.
La de Kenji está buena, boludo. Kenji viejo está buenísima. Mira, la de Rosa puede ser la primera skin que me guste. Mou viene ahí también. Medio rara la del viejito este que está acá a la izquierda de todo. Y la del viejito a la derecha, el que tira veneno, también tiene buena
In
pinta.
the Brawl Pass, we have Biotech Byron, which mixes
Byron,
high-tech
okay.
with green energy. His two chroma variations are Unearthed Byron and Leaf Master Byron. As for the other Brawl Pass skin,
y
we
la de
have
Rosa,
Retro
mira.
Future Rosa, with majestic hair that only the finest organic products
buena la
could
Rosa.
achieve. Her
Por fin
chroma
una skin
variations
linda
are
tiene.
Renewables Rosa and Sci-Fi Rosa.
As for the other skins of the set, we have Grizzled Kenji, which presents Kenji with a
Está buenísima la de Kenji veterano, boludo. Ya con agregarle barba ya está. Personaje épico.
futuristic, older look. Energized Sprout, where it fully managed to optimize his photosynthesis production. Windstock Gray, which is definitely the
ver
most
si hablan de
powerful
lo de
skin
Sprout,
Gray
o por lo
ever
menos
got.
les
And
enseño.
Turbine Mode, a small machine with absolute zero carbon footprint.
And lastly, Mega Mecha Meg, a hypercharged skin that will be part of an event happening during the Windstock
Eh,
season.
¿Qué dijo que va a tener una...? A ver, ¿de vuelta?
Carbon footprint.
And lastly, Mega Mecha Meg, a hypercharged skin that will be part of
Un aspecto de hipercarga, mira, lo que va a ser.
an event happening during
Lo
the
que va a costar
Windstock
conseguir
season.
eso.
It also has two chroma color variations.
And leading this gang, we have Wendy. She was an engineer working for the Evil Corp Nanostar and saw
Sí,
how
lindo
much they were
diseño, me
damaging
gusta.
the environment. So she
ver.
left to build Windstock. With all her knowledge, she managed to build a fully green energy, wind-powered ecosystem.
As she supports nature, she also supports the Brawler. With her main attack, she fires a projectile that either damages the enemy or gives allies a shield.
As for her
Okay.
super, she deploys the biggest shield you've ever seen in Brawl, and it'll absorb a percentage of the damage you and your
Dios,
teammates
boludo.
receive.
Wendy is the brawler coming out in August.
Sí, de agosto. Sí, de
Wow,
agosto.
it's Buffy's, so be careful with those.
Los
Don't you worry,
buffies, a ver.
chef. I know what I'm doing.
Ups.
Two trios are getting buffies in this update. The Arcade Trio with Rico, Brock, and 8-Bit, and the Super Seed Trio with Max, Surge, and Mag. Rico's gadget got reworked.
El segundo trío lo tiene bien merecido, la verdad, ya a ver ahora. Pero a estos tres, al de Rico y demás, no sé, che. Ya de por sí son fuertes igual.
Multi-ball machine deploys a vending machine that, when destroyed, releases projectiles in all directions. When
No me gusta. No me gusta, boludo. Me gusta más como tiene el gadget normal ahora. No, no me gusta, che.
Buffy, Rico can load it up with more projectiles by shooting at it. Giga Gumball gadget makes
Ah, ok, que si Rico le dispara cuando explota lanza más. Ok.
Rico fire a giant gumball that splits into smaller projectiles when hitting a wall or an enemy. When Buffy,
Okay.
both projectiles also slow enemies. Super Bouncy with the Buffy makes his bounced bullets get extra supercharged when hitting an enemy. Robot Retreat with the Buffy increases his speed even more at 10% HP. Rico's Hyper Buffy makes his projectile speed increase and adds more projectiles.
Rock also got a
Bueno,
reward
al menos
to
le
his
aumentaron el
super.
daño.
Now his super will follow his movement. Rocket places can now be aimed, and when buffed, it gains a short speed boost if the rocket hits the enemy brawler. Mega Rocket, when buffed, splits the Mega Rocket into 4 smaller rockets that
Oh,
deal
la
less
mierda.
damage. More
Bueno.
rockets Buffy makes him move faster when using the super. Rocket number 4 Buffy makes Brock's attack range increase every few seconds. Brock's Hyper Buffy adds extra small rockets to his main attack.
And 8-Bit completing
A ver,
the
el
arcade
8-bit.
trio. Buffy cheat cartridge now fully heals the damage booster and heals 8-Bit for some time.
no.
Extra credits got reworked and can fire
No, boludo, está muy roto eso. Dispara por atrás.
an extra salvo of projectiles
No.
during his main attack. When buffied, these projectiles can also bounce to nearby enemies.
No.
Boosted Booster, when buffied, makes the damage booster drop ammo clips that can be collected by allies. Plugged in, when buffied, also grants the speed boost to allies. And his Hyper Buffy gives 8-Bit unlimited ammo and allows 8-Bit to interrupt his
Maldición
attack with
ilimitada.
another attack on command.
Now the Super City Trio starting
No, qué locura, 8-bit, boludo. Nah, va a estar mega nerfeado, ya les aviso. Está muy roto, boludo, no tiene sentido lo que le hicieron. Bueno, ahora sí, continuamos, a ver.
And allows
A ver,
8-Bit to
¿qué
interrupt his
sigue?
attack with another attack on command.
Now the Super City Trio starting with Meg. Her super
Che, no, lo de 8-bit es una locura, boludo. O sea, prácticamente le dieron una segunda vida, disparo infinito con la ulti, con la hiper, y la posibilidad de disparar atrás y que los proyectiles reboten en los enemigos, boludo, una locura. Va a estar muy nerfeado, ¿eh? Apenas salga, al poco tiempo va a estar nerfeado. Eso seguro, no tiene sentido.
is getting a reward and now does area damage when she transforms. When hypercharged,
está bueno.
it makes Field Steel larger, and when summoning her mecha, it slows brawlers hit by it. Toolbox
Ah,
gadget
muy bueno,
now
muy bueno.
repairs the mecha,
Está bueno.
and when buffed, it lasts longer and also heals allies. Jolting Volts makes Meg eject from her mecha and launch it forward, dealing damage. When buffed, the mecha also leaves a trail of fire. Force Field Star Buffy makes Meg gain a speed boost while her shield is active. And Heavy Metal now heals Meg for every enemy hit with Fieldless Steel. When buffed, it also steals ammo from the enemy brawler's hit. And her Hyper Buffy makes the mecha basic attack explode when hit. And when outside the mecha, makes her main attack homing. Meg!
Está bueno, está buen rework, escucha, buenos Buffy. Muy bueno. Eso capaz la vuelva a hacer un poco más usada, por lo menos. No sé a nivel profesional, pero sí van a dar muchas más ganas de jugarla.
Phase Shifter is now aimable, and when buffed can phase shift a second time. Sneak Sneakers can now be triggered by pressing the gadget again or after 3 seconds. When buffed, after teleporting back, it refills her ammo and heals nearby allies. Supercharged now extends the duration of her super when hitting an enemy, and when buffed, it also gives a shield to your allies. Run and Gun, when buffed, gains a speed boost when hitting enemies, and her Hyper Buffy makes her main attack also charge the supers of nearby allies.
And finally, the last one, Surge. Power Surge now increases his supercharge rate for a short time. When buffied, it also increases his reload speed. Power Shield, when buffied, also reduces the cooldown of the gadget if Surge gets
mira.
hit. To the max now makes Surge's attack bounce off walls. When buffied, the projectile creates smaller projectiles when hitting a wall. Serve Ice Cold now makes Surge spawn with his supercharge. When buffied, Surge gets a speed boost when using his super on stage 3. Surge's Hyper Buffy gives him a smaller projectile after his main one. And lastly, Surge also gets a hypercharge rework, which makes him shoot projectiles in all directions when landing his super.
No, que Brawl molesto, boludo. ¿Cómo va a romper las bolas, hijo de puta?
Is there something else?
I have dessert. Let me taste it. The last section of Brawl Talk is actually
A
pretty
ver,
good.
vamos a
We
ver.
have a bunch of new game modes coming in this update during the Ramen Rebellion. Food fight! A PvE cooking mode. Gather ingredients by destroying delivery bots and make those orders before the time runs out. Culinary Wars. A PvP version of the mode. It's pretty much the same idea, but there is an enemy team playing for the same goal.
chistoso,
Whoever
boludo.
completes the orders first wins.
We also have Mecha Guard, a PvE version of payload. You have to deliver the payload to its destination, but bots will try to stop you at any cost. Resist until the payload is delivered and you win.
On the feature side, we have contests making a comeback, but also a new way to use your brawler in the top of the tower mode. This mode has a certain number of stages, and you have to beat them all to win. Nothing new so far. However, you only have a limited number of brawlers, so once you use a brawler, you can't use it again. If you lose all your brawlers, you lose the mode, and you'll have to wait for the reset. The selection of brawlers you are given is based on the brawlers you already own, and it'll prioritize the ones you have fusions for.
Ok.
For Star Nova
Hipercarga.
and Vote. Star Nova becomes invulnerable
Uf. Invulnerable al impulsarse y tiene munición casi ilimitada. O sea que recarga muy rápido. Sí, no, boludo, no.
and Vote destroys
No, qué asco. ¿Y la de Bolt? No.
walls while his Hyper Super is active.
More skins. Adidas Ash.
No, boludo, si Bolt es un rompepija, boludo. Con la hiper destruye muros. Ash Adidas.
The skin we teased previously in our collab with Adidas is
Está
now
chistosa.
real. And the Pro Pass skin for Brawl, Cyber Brawl, which contains all the upgrades the Pro skin has. This will be included in the next Pro Pass
Es del Propas. Para que no lo vi bien. Una vuelta. A
Pro
ver.
Pass skin for Brawl, Cyber Brawl, which contains all the upgrades the Pro skin has. This will be included in the next Pro Pass season starting in August.
Now there's nothing else
Bueno,
but this freebie.
está bien. ¿Qué sé yo? Che, muy buena. No, espera, no. No, puta. Che, me gustó. Muy buena Brawl Talk. Lo que no mostraron es lo del rediseño de
To save the
Brawl.
planet's name.
No.
Que me imagino que, bueno, nos vamos a enterar con el tiempo. Así que nada, cuando salga la actualización. Así que nada, pequeño video para ver qué onda el Brawl Talk. Muy buena, me gustó la verdad todo. Desde los Brawlers nuevos con sus mecánicas nuevas, algunos, no todos. Y las skins, hipercargas, buffies, del FENA 8-bit. Y así que nada, ya vamos a ver dentro de unos días, de hecho, cuando llegue el siguiente mes.